Hey folks, how's it going? Um, okay, I appear to have been tagged by my friend Andrew Bellina, so I'm going to do this questionnaire, and I wrote all the questions down here. So let's get right to it. Let's see. Got my props on the floor here. The first one is, hope there's not a glare, bad lighting in this room. First question is, my favorite film of all time? Easy. Trash Humpers. I'm kidding. It's the worst film ever made. You know how some movies are so bad they're good? This is so bad it's terrible. So, just kidding. Favorite film of all time? Well, like everybody else is saying, it's really hard to pick just one. So I picked 3 old Hollywood classics just to give you an idea of what I like. So first of all, Forbidden Planet, which I consider to be the Citizen Kane of science fiction. Big budget film from 1956 made at MGM, and they took the story of Shakespeare's The Tempest and made it into a space movie. And I still love this movie. I've loved it since I was a kid, and I will never ever get over it. And wow, everything about it, the special effects, the color, the music, Robbie the Robot, the coolest robot ever. And I guess my favorite scene in the movie is the sequence where Dr. Morbius, played by Walter Pidgeon, is taking Leslie Nielsen and I believe it's Jack Kelly, the guys from the Earth ship, on a tour of the world of the Krell on the planet, under the planet, and he's showing them all these chambers with machinery and just great color, great special effects. I think it's very impressive. Okay, so that's number 1. Let's see, number 2, one of my favorite classic Hollywood movies, which I've seen about 45 times, I'm sure. This is All About Eve, starring Bette Davis, also George Sanders, Ann Baxter, Celeste Holm, Gary Merrill. Also features a great early performance by a very young and very beautiful Marilyn Monroe. She was just beginning to really get noticed in this film, and a film that she did also the same year called The Asphalt Jungle. This is one of the best most literate films ever written about the world of show business. It's written about Broadway actors. Bette Davis plays an aging actress named named Margot Channing, who is getting very paranoid about her age, and she's worried that she's going to lose her younger boyfriend, played by Gary Merrill, and she takes in a young, adoring fan named Eve, played by Ann Baxter, in a terrific performance. And she tries to help her, and then she begins to realize that Eve is trying to take over her life, not just on stage, but in the bedroom as well. So Margot just kind of freaks out, and yeah, great performance by Bette Davis. It really kind of defined her forever. And I think the best scene in the movie is they have this extended party sequence where Margot starts, slinging back martinis and starts telling people what she really thinks, and she gives a great line: "Fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy night." So yeah, great scene, and I think I'll make that my favorite quote as well. And for those of you who care at all about Academy Award trivia, which to me that's all the Academy Awards are, is a bunch of trivia, but this was the best picture of 1950. It had 14 nominations and 6 wins, and it set a record that was not beaten until 47 years later, when it was beaten by Titanic. So this is an amazing film, a lot of critical acclaim. All right, and my third favorite classic film that I'm going to show you, since I like old musicals, this is Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers and the Gay Divorcee, 1934. The first film that they starred in, they had been in a film the previous year, a film called Flying Down to Rio, and they just had supporting roles, but they became stars overnight after that one film. So this film is completely centered around their characters. Lots of music, lots of great dancing by these two, great funny dialogue, and my favorite scene is the closing scene where Fred and Ginger are checking out of a hotel room, right? Fred comes into her room, he's going to, take the baggage and they're going to leave. Well, they don't just walk out of a room, they do it all with dancing. And he picks her up and he lifts her over tables, and they're dancing over chairs, and they're dancing around the room. It's just, this movie there's nothing real about it, it's just pure fantasy from start to finish. And yeah, I have a special love for this movie. Okay, let's see. Okay, favorite actor and actress. Okay, as far as actors go, my favorite actor has always been Robert Mitchum. And as far as young actors, I like Christian Bale. Yeah, he's very good. Favorite actresses, it's probably an even tie between Barbara Steele and Betty Davis. Okay, and I've talked a lot about Barbara Steele before, so I won't go on and on about her. Yeah, I love her a lot. I love Betty Davis too. And let's see, most annoying actor and actress. The most annoying actress I've ever seen in a film is Rosie Perez. I would like to, personally remove her vocal cords. And the only annoying actor I can think of in recent years has been Owen Wilson, but not in everything he's done. I found him extremely annoying in a very unfunny comedy called You and Me and Dupree. One of the most unfunny comedies I've ever seen. And I can't believe I actually sat through the whole thing, but I kept waiting for some laughs to come. But I do like Owen Wilson in other things. He was good in Darjeeling Limited, and also in the Woody Allen film Midnight in Paris. So yeah. And that brings me to my favorite directors. My two favorite directors are John Cassavetes and Woody Allen. Okay. I also like Fellini. I like Antonioni. I like let's see, who else do I like? I like a lot of directors. Okay. Guilty pleasures. Okay, that's easy. Let's see, where is it? Guilty pleasure is this movie by Ray Dennis Steckler. It's called The Incredibly Strange Creatures Who Stopped Living and Became Mixed Up Zombies, right? This is a great movie, released in 1964. It's supposed to be the first monster musical ever made. It's filled up with all these pretty badly done musical numbers by a group of chorus girls or Las Vegas entertainers, showgirls that Ray Dennis Steckler became acquainted with. And for those of you who don't know about this guy, he made a string of no-budget films. He acted in them, most of them, under the name of Cash Flag. He's in this one too. And he's not a great actor. He's not really a great director, but there's just something about these that I find so incredibly enjoyable. And I've watched this 100 times. I love this movie a lot. It also has fantastic cinematography. There's a famous cinematographer named Vilmos Zsigmond, who started out working in films like this, and he shot this under the name of William Zsigmond. So it's one reason why the photography is so good. All right. Favorite tearjerker? Okay. Dark Victory, starring Betty Davis, and another film that came out in 1946 called The Best Years of Our Lives, which dealt with GIs coming home from the war and trying to get their lives back together, and it was very moving. It still is today. It still is a very moving film. Okay. Character that scared you the most? Okay, I'm going for a film that I saw recently. I've got this DVD that has some like 6 or 8 horror films, and there was one on there called The Night Listener, which I'd never heard of, never seen. Fairly recent. It has Robin Williams and Toni Collette, and the character played by Toni Collette really just totally creeped me out. I mean, she was very good in this, and there's no violence. There's no violence in the film at all. It's all just they're playing head games with each other, and yeah, she was very good in this. Very weird. Okay. Movie I love that everyone else seems to hate. That's kind of hard, but I love a movie called The Night of the Hunter, which I did a review of that on one of my videos a little while ago, and it's a great film. But it seemed like everybody I know in my life that I've tried to get to watch this film, if they see it, they think, "What do you see in that movie?" And everybody hates it but me. So, what can I say? Movie that I hate that everyone else loves. Okay, I don't mean to offend any of the Star Wars fans, but I went to see the first Star Wars movie in '77, loved it. Went to see the second one, liked it, didn't like it as much as the first. Then I went to see the third, Return of the Jedi, and I absolutely hated it. So I'm afraid that for me that was the end of Star Wars. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the new ones, so I'm a Star Trek fan. So I guess, well, most people are one or the other, but a lot of people love both. I just don't get into Star Wars. Sorry. Favorite movie duo: Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, followed closely by Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, and also Frankie and Annette, since I grew up in that generation. All right. Favorite animated film? I would have to go with the classic Fantasia, which I have not seen in years, but I mean it's a great animated film. And something that's more recent. I don't really go out to see all the Disney films and all that stuff. I just don't care about seeing them. But some friends of mine dragged me to see The Hunchback of Notre Dame when it came out, and I thought it was wonderful. It was very well done and very moving. The next question is, have you ever had a crush on the actor or actress? And You know, I really haven't. I can't think of any. Um, to me, actors and actresses, they're just kind of up here on a pedestal someplace, and I don't think about them romantically. I don't know. So, favorite movie villain? I was thinking of Boris Karloff's character in The Body Snatcher, 1945, and I can't remember the name of the character now, but that was one of the best villainous portrayals he ever did. He was really incredible in that movie. That was a great movie. The movie that surprised me? Okay, well, let's see. Got it here. The Machinist, starring Christian Bale. I bought this just a couple of months ago. I found it on sale at Barnes & Noble. I just picked it up out of curiosity because I do like Christian Bale. And I was totally blown away by this movie. I mean, everything about it. His performance, the way he transformed himself. I mean, the guy just looked like he was walking death. And the surprise at the end, I did not see it coming. I did not have a clue. And yeah, great movie. Really, really liked it a lot. Movie that changed my life. Oh no, the first one. Wait a minute, I'm getting mixed up here. I can't do anything without my glasses. Least favorite director. I really can't think of any at all. The next one is the favorite book turned into a film, and I would say the best one I've ever seen is To Kill a Mockingbird, which to me that was one time when the film was as good as the book, and they pretty much filmed everything that was in the book, which is also very unusual. Yeah, great movie, great book. The movie that changed my life or had a significant impact. Okay, I saw a movie a couple of years ago. It's an English film called The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, which is about a group of English people who are trying to face up to their retirement years and worrying about money and about being lonely and health problems and all sorts of things. And these people, this group of people, who don't know each other, they all go to India to live in this hotel that they believe is an affordable, nice, comfortable hotel for senior citizens. And when they get there, they find out that it's falling apart. And the film stars Judi Dench and Maggie Smith and Dev Patel, and I don't remember the names of the other actors. But what impressed me about this movie is the fact that it showed older people dealing with things that I'm dealing with, which is trying to face up to retirement and what's going to happen after I retire, where's the money going to come from, all kinds of fears and confusions that I'm having right now. And it was so wonderful to me. I was watching my own fears being played on the screen by this group of people, and yeah, it was very moving, and it actually had a very positive outcome, and big help. I liked it. Okay, where am I now? All right. Favorite movie quote? Well, I guess I already did that. So, but there's another one. There's another one from a John Cassavetes film called Love Streams, which stars Cassavetes and Jenna Rollins and Seymour Cassell. And the character played by Jenna Rollins is very much mentally disturbed and having all kinds of troubles and trying to get back with her husband, who has really just had enough of her and doesn't want to be married to her anymore. And she's trying to convince him to give her another chance. And at one point she says, "I'm almost not crazy." And I've used that quite often. So yeah, a movie that I've grown to love. Okay, I would say the movie Blow Up by Michelangelo Antonioni, which came out in 1966. This movie, I just bought it fairly recently. Was it last summer, I think? Yeah, and I had actually gone to see this movie in the theater in the early 80s and made it for about 20 minutes and walked out because I thought, this is the most boring, pointless thing I've ever seen, But so I didn't think about Antonioni for a long time, and then finally this was on sale, and I thought, what the hell, I'll buy it and watch it again. And it's one of my favorite films now. I have really grown to love and appreciate this movie a lot. So, okay. All right, so those are my answers, and let's see. I'm going to pick some. I'm not going to add another question. I really couldn't think of anything to add, sorry. But as far as the people, or the person I would like to tag and pass this on to is my friend Marty from the vinyl community, Mr. Platypus 9. So Marty, if you seem to watch most of my videos, so if you'd like to do this, I would love to hear your answers. And anyway, okay, it's fun. Thanks a lot, folks. See you later.